Hello everyone, this is the first live on Virtual Village Hall with Mobilates. I'm Leanne, really nice to semi-meet you. I just want to start with a disclaimer. There is a disclaimer at the bottom as well. So just working at your own fitness and mobility levels, because you're obviously doing this class at your own risk. And I can't see you, so just try and follow my form and my description of each of the moves so we can just keep you safe. And if you need water, do keep hydrated throughout the class. And also just make sure your space is clear of things like animals or any other trip hazards or children, especially as it's summer holidays now. So yeah, just be really careful, be safe for today. So I'm Leanne, I teach accessible movement for people with chronic health conditions and mobility issues. And today we're going to do a half-an-hour session, really gentle, working all over mobility, designed to ease aches and pains and make you feel amazing. So you can choose whether you do this class from a chair or standing at the start. So we'll do about 15 minutes standing or seated. And then you can choose whether you want to lie down on a bed or lie down on the floor. So we're trying to make this as accessible as possible for everybody. And most importantly, listen to your body, okay? So your body will tell you if things feel good or if things need adapting. Do feel free to comment as well. I'd love to know if you've got any chronic health conditions, if you've got any aches and pains that are niggly, I can try and factor those into the class as well. So most importantly, please don't do anything to pain. Stop if something hurts, and you can reduce the movements or do something different. And I'll give loads of adaptations throughout the whole class. So if you've got any comments, feel free to comment in the chat box and I'll keep an eye on that. Otherwise, we will get started with standing. So make sure you're hydrated first. And we will start. Okay, so we're going to look at our alignment first of all. We're going to align our heels up directly underneath our hips. Just going to turn the music up a touch. There we go. So underneath the hip sockets. And then soften the knees. So instead of kind of locking them backwards, give them a bit of a softness. And we're going to move into pelvic tilts. Now, if you're sitting, you can do exactly the same, sitting towards the front of your chair. Bringing the knees into hip width apart. I often put my fists between my knees and then align my heels directly underneath my knees. And you can also do pelvic tilts from here. That's it. So really gently, tilting pubic bone towards nose and then tailbone towards the back of your head. That's it. Oh, trapped nerves. That doesn't sound helpful at all. So this, just take the movement really slow and smooth and small. Small is sometimes better with trapped nerves. Thank you for saying that's awful. That's it. Hopefully at the end of this session, that'll make you feel so much better. Is it? Sonia, thank you for commenting. You're my first commenter, yeah! Well done. So, and then bring your pelvis into a neutral position. So instead of tailbone towards the back of your head, pubic bone towards your nose, bring it somewhere in the middle. That's it. And then move into gentle shoulder rolls. They don't need to be massive. They can be really small. That's it. And while you're doing this, I want you to introduce a sense of lifting in the tummy muscles. So just kind of imagine pulling the belly a little bit back towards your spine, just a little bit, just to start supporting your back. That's it. So we've got Irene. Hi, Irene. Hi, Kathy. Hi, Sonia. We've got 3 people. Yeah. That's it. It's nice and smooth and gentle. And when you're ready, bring the shoulders away from your ears. Just settle them down. You don't need to force them down. Just settle them. And then we're going to look up to the side on one side, breathing in. And exhale, semicircle your chin down towards your chest and then up to the other side. Breathing in at the top and exhale. Now, in day-to-day life, I work with people with EDS and hypermobility and fibromyalgia and arthritis and MS and ME. So all of these moves are designed to help release pain, but work within a safe range of movement. So you don't hurt yourself, but you can really enhance your mobility. So today's session should really make you feel good, nice and energized. This one's a great one to start slowing down your breathing. If you breathe in at the top and exhale, that's it, really gently. So we've got Jill, Helen, Julie, Vanessa. Hello, Catherine. Hi, everyone. Oh, painful back post-COVID. Yes, I'm just recovering from COVID myself. Okay, this should be really good for that. Okay, and then bring your head back to the center and just double check your posture, whether you're sitting or standing. You could still be on your chair here. Just double check your spine is in a gentle, neutral position and that the crown of your head is reaching upwards. So you're sitting really tall, but without sticking out your bum, and the same standing as well. Now, hoping that I can find a floorboard that doesn't squeak, we're going to shift our weight from foot to foot, keeping the knees quite soft. And I want you to try not to kind of hinge into the hip like this. I want you to keep yourself really tall in those hips. That's it. And this can also be done from the chair. Just lifting very gently one foot and then the other. And while you're doing this, having that sense of lifting in the stomach muscles as well. That's it. And while you're doing this, you can also bring the arms in. So if you're anything like me, where coordination's a little bit of a challenge, let's give it a go. So a little bit of balance for those who are standing. And you can do the same from the chair. Just a touch. That's it. Just be careful you don't suddenly pop off the side of the chair. That's it. Well done. Really lifting up the tummies. Allow the shoulders to sink away from the ears. That's it. Keeping yourself really tall. Okay. And then we're going to move forward and backwards. Now your hips might be a little bit stiff from that because you've been working those muscles. So feel free to give them a little bit of a wriggle first. That's it. And then we're going to rock forward and backwards on our feet. So we're rocking towards the toes. Gently lift the heels. And then rock back on the heels. Watch your balance as you lift the toes. And do feel free to hold on. It's absolutely not cheating if you're holding on. Same again with seated. Try and get my feet in. So lifting and rocking. And you can even introduce a bit of a hinge here as well. That's it. And please, whenever you need to, do take a break and do stay hydrated. So get that water while you're doing this gentle rocking. Hello, Sahira. Good morning. Well done, really gentle. And that's my floorboards, by the way, not my ankles creaking. Okay, now this one's really popular in Mobilates, so I hope you like it. We're going to open our legs a little bit wider, just with our toes facing out at a diagonal. Same with the chair, legs nice and wide. So whichever version, standing or sitting, you can do this one. Hold onto the knees and lean forward, and very gently rotate your back as though you're dipping the shoulder into the center, and look to the other shoulder, and then return up, and then exhale as you go the other way. Now all of these things are really enhanced when you've got that sense of lifting in your tummy. So think about pulling that navel back towards your spine, lifting up the pelvic floor muscles as well. Everything feels really good, and then you're strengthening the core muscles at the same time. This is the standing version. That's it. Hello, Cheryl. And then while you're here, arch the back. So tuck the tailbone under, tuck the head down and have that nice arch. So it's a standing cat and then a standing cow. Now, if you've got sciatica or anything issues with the lower back, I would stick there as opposed to arching this way too much. Same with seated. You can do with this with your legs wide. Arching. That's it. Nice extension. Nice bit of flexion. Well done, everyone, including those who are sat there having a cup of tea instead of moving. If that's what your body and your mind needs right now, go for it. That's it. Okay. Then roll yourself up into a seated tall position or roll yourself up into standing. That's it. And just reset yourself. Think about your body, your feet aligned, your knees soft, your pelvis in a neutral position. Then we're going to open the legs a little bit and we're going to lunge. So we're going to very gently bend the knee towards the second toe and return. And the other side and return. And if you're sitting, you're going to go like this. That's it. And if your hip flexors are really tight, slide the leg away downwards instead. That's it. And we're going to introduce two things in one go. So not only are you breathing and lifting up your tummy muscles and sitting up nice and tall or standing, but we're going to get you to move the legs at the same time as drawing back a bow and rotating your spine and then returning. And breathe out. That's it. Same with the lunge. Remembering if none of this feels good, if you're feeling uncomfortable, do feel free to sit something out or even let me know. I've not said hi to Sue as well, I don't think. Hello, Sue. That's it. Nice and gentle. Okay. Now returning back, keeping the legs where they are. So you've still got the feet at a diagonal. You've still got the knees quite soft, so you're not bending them backwards. We're going to circle the arm. That's it. And as you're doing this, imagine drawing down the shoulder blade down your back. Your shoulder's going to want to come up here like this. I want you to keep it down. That's it. Well done. And then if you fancy, you can make this bigger. You can circle it around, bending both knees. That's it. And you can get the same benefits if you're sitting down as a chair. So you could be in this position, circling, but you could move the knees out, squeezing the buttocks. That's it. So either way, that's it. You're strengthening your glutes at the same time. And you can extend this even further if you want. You could rotate. You can even do things like reaching down to the floor as long as you're keeping your tummy lifted. That's it. Squeeze those legs. I think this is about 6 things all in one go, isn't it? Does anyone else struggle with coordination? That's it. Well done. So make this as big or as small as you want to go today. That's it. Keeping the breathing slow and mindful. That's it. Getting really in touch with our bodies today, all over mobility. Okay, and then returning, and walk those feet back to hip width apart, sitting or standing. And we're going to create figures of 8 with the arms. So either side of you, imagine drawing a figure of 8. That's it. And it doesn't have to be an exact figure of 8, it can even be circles. That's it. Oh, I love it, Sahira, drinking a cup of tea at the same time, yeah. Though in this heat, I can't bear to drink tea. Has to be water all the way for me, I'm afraid. Okay, and then we're going to scoop the arms forward and round the spine, lift up the tummies, and then extend the spine. So same for seated or standing, we're all doing the same thing, all getting the same benefits. Just enjoy the flow. That's it. Well done. Dogs are trying to join in. Yeah, that's why I lock mine out. They've both got a bone at the moment, which is why they're being so quiet. All wine, Kathy says. I don't mind a nice cold white when it's hot. That's it. Returning back upright and very gently lifting the tummies. Just if you've got any lower back issues, sometimes it helps to tilt pubic bone towards your nose just a touch, using your tummy muscles, and then move into the side stretch. That's it. Well done. That's just going to protect your back. Remember, if anything hurts, please stop. Same with seated or standing. That's it. Does anyone think this music reminds them of Stranger Things? It's a little bit spooky in the background. We're going to extend this. Now, I don't know if this is a technical term. I think it's more a Mobilates term, into I'm a little teapot. So you can probably imagine why we're calling it this. That's it. And you're going to feel those tummy muscles working harder to support you, especially as you return back upright. That's it. Well done. Focusing on what your shoulders are doing, keeping them away from your ears. Just not pushing them downwards. We don't want to force anything. That's it. And then this one, reaching up and over. Well done. That's it. So you might feel like you get little contractions in your tummy as you're pulling yourself back. So feel it. As you bring your navel back towards your spine, you should feel the muscles here working. If you don't feel anything at all, that's also perfectly okay and normal. That's it. Okay. And then return, grab some water. We're going to get down onto the floor or onto your beds, not into your beds in a minute. Okay, Mobilates roll downs. So with this one, we breathe deeply in as we reach the arms up towards the sky. And then exhale, push those hands down past your chest. It's a really nice way to center yourself. And then open up the chest, keeping the arms down as you breathe in again. And then exhale, peel your spine down, one vertebra at a time. Now, if you've got anything like osteoporosis, any back issues, stay here, keep your hands on your thighs, and then roll back up again. However, if your back's okay, you can sink down, unstacking one vertebra at a time, down towards the floor, to the point that feels good to you, a nice stretch, similar in your chair. And then roll your way back up, lifting up the tummy muscles. So we're going to reach up, breathing in. And exhale, push those hands down past your chest. That's it. Open up the chest as you breathe in again. And exhale, peel your way down. If you need to look after your spine, put your hands on your thighs. And just offer a gentle curve to your spine before rolling back up. Otherwise, roll further down. Breathing in at the bottom. And exhale, lift the tummies as you roll your way back up. That's it. Let's do one more together, then we'll get down onto the floor. Exhale. That's it. Opening up your chest, breathing in. And exhale, peel your way down. So that's it, scooping the bellies. Breathing in at your point. Exhale, restacking your vertebrae like blocks of Lego on top of each other as you roll back up. And when you get to the top, one final reset of your bodies. Heels underneath your knees, pelvis in neutral, knees soft, shoulders away from ears, crown of your head upwards. Just reminding our bodies how we want them to be aligned. And then we'll get down onto the floor or onto your bed. See you down there. Grab some water on the way and do bring it down with you as well if you need. Okay, so we're going to start on our backs. So it's nice to have a nice little cushion. We're on your back. We like a bit of luxury. And then open your arms with the palms up towards the sky. Just allow the shoulders to switch off. Allow the back to settle into the mat. And take a nice deep breath and imagine the chest expanding outwards to the sides as you breathe in. And exhale, like bellows. That's it, breathing deeply in, inflating those lungs. And exhale. That's it, one more, breathing deeply in. And exhale. Perfect. Okay, we're going to very gently sway the knees side to side. And hopefully you can't hear that creak, but that's the floor, not my back going. That's it, gently. Well done. And this is where we get a little bit of flow going on, so this should feel really nice. So we're going to move the knees towards the side, push on the leg to lift the pelvis up and then reach the arm to the sky. So, and then lower back down and over towards the other side. Reaching the arm up, really extend that shoulder away from your body and return. That's it. Well done. This is where the cushion comes in handy. So it stops your head hanging backwards. Well done. That's it. I'd love to know if you're doing this from your bed today or if you are actually on the floor. Either way is just perfect. That's it. Reach and return. Really enjoy the fact that you're giving yourself a bit of a massage at the same time. So that you're getting a little bit of a stretch going on. That's it. Well done. And then moving back onto your backs and bringing one knee at a time into your chest. That's it. Hold on to the knees. If your knees are sore, put your hands underneath your thighs instead and circle them around. That's it. Try and relax the shoulders as you do this. And remember, you're breathing slowly and gently. Just really slowing down your movement today. Just see. On the floor, my dog has just crawled and laid down under my legs. Bed with Rosie the dog helping. Oh, that's lovely. We love our dogs, absolutely. That's it. And if you've been going one way, go the other way as well. That's it. This would probably be quite a nice bedtime routine, all this stuff on the floor. Doing this in your bed before you go to sleep, just mobilizing everything. That's it. Okay. We're going to move into pelvic tilt, so placing the legs down again. And this time, do remove anything too high underneath your head. So a very small rolled up towel would be fine, or a very really flat cushion. But otherwise, I would definitely remove it so we're not compressing the neck. So bring the feet hip width apart. Open the palms to the side so the shoulders are encouraged to switch off. And then I want you to breathe out as you tilt the pubic bone towards your nose. So imagine that feeling of scooping of the belly. That's it, as you're breathing out and then breathing in to release. And breathe out. And you can put your hands on your pelvis for feedback. This is really great. If you've got something neurological like MS, giving your brain feedback on how your body's moving is just so useful. That's it. And see if you can get those feet really light on the floor as you're doing this one. So you're not using the feet or the glutes to tilt the pelvis. Most of it's coming from the tummy muscles. So drawing the navel back towards your spine and then release. And you can include the pelvic floor muscles, having that sense of lifting and then releasing. That's it. And we're going to start recruiting other muscles now. So we're going to use the belly to tilt the pubic bone towards nose and then push on the heels just to gently lift the tailbone up, no higher than that, just the tailbone, and then lower it back down again. That's it, relaxing the shoulders as you do this, scooping and releasing. That's it. Well done. And let's see if we can go a little bit higher. See if you can find where your lumbar is, the bit that usually arches away from the mat. See if you can press that into the mat as you're lifting the tailbone, and then return. So it's a tiny bit higher. That's it. And your tummy is going to really support you here. So continue to have that sense of lifting. Even try a tiny bit higher. Go towards the bottom of your rib cage. See how that feels. And then sink back down again, imagining each vertebra one at a time releasing. That's it. Well done. That's it. Try not to go any higher than lifting the shoulder blades off the mat. We don't want to do that. We want to keep those shoulder blades on the mat. So we're mobilizing the spine. We're strengthening the tummy muscles. We're strengthening so many muscles right now. We've got the glutes. We've got the hamstrings. That's it. Okay, one more from here. And that's Binky, my sausage dog, barking outside the door now. That's helpful, isn't it? Okay, one more, everyone. Just enjoy this last one. And then release back down. Return the cushion underneath your head. Hug the knees and circle them around. And grab some water as well if you need. Oh, you love the soundtrack. It's from Pure Energy, so it's all unlicensed music. It's really, I love it. It's gorgeous, isn't it? From my bed, but I can't do a lot. Cheryl, completely get it. But any type of gentle movement, even from your bed, is wonderful. Even doing things like this, circling the ankles, all of that is so good for you. Now, everyone sit up from whatever position you're in. That's it. And whatever position you like to sit up in. So some of you are happy in crossed legs. Some of you like this, or you might be propped up against the end of the bed. I think I might let her in. Are you ready for chaos? This is such a Pilates no-no, having dogs in the room. Otherwise, she's just going to be so noisy. Right. So whichever position you like. And we're going to guide the arm up and over and breathe deeply. And exhale. So Stanley and Binky. There you go. Well done. That's it. And let's introduce a swoop. Very gently reach the hand forward and then circle around. That's it. So whether you're sitting cross-legged, on a chair, all of this is easily done. as long as you're gentle with yourself. There we go, everyone. Okay. I think that at the end, dead on 11:30, it has been such a pleasure to be on this virtual village hall. So thank you so much for having me. Let's just end with a celebration of everything our bodies can do by breathing deeply in, reaching arms up, and exhale, push those hands down past your chest. And just take a moment to thank your body for everything it's done for you today, and just for joining us today as well. Thank you so much. Take care, everyone. Bye.